Well, hey guys, welcome back to Waters Family Homestead. Well, I've got a little bit of 2x6s. I probably don't have enough lumber to finish this deer stand, but at least get the platform built so that I can work on the walls and the roof above it, because we do want to cover it this time. And it's going to take a lot more than what I keep on hand for projects, but I'm starting on it. Now, I wish I had a second pair of hands so someone could hold it while I screw it in place and so on, because that is about 11 feet from the ground. It's my little extension ladder I keep on my work truck, and that's as far up as that ladder goes. So that's 13 feet or something like that, 13 or 14, I don't remember. It's 8 foot and extends up, but you see it overlaps some, roughly 12, 13 feet, something like that, fully extended. But I am going to work on getting, let me see if I can get my fingers right, get my side pieces, middle, and both outside edges brought out, and then put the front board on it so the frame of the floor will be there. And I'm using these long 3.5-inch deck screws. Put a level on it that is level. So if I can get it built out without hurting myself, since I'm doing it by myself, I can work on getting it framed. I've got plenty of scrap OSB to put down as a floor, which will last a good while, because it's, like I say, this is 2x6s, not 2x4s. And I'll probably go pick up some 2x4s or something like that after church and work on it. I've got another week and a half, 2 weeks, I don't know, something, a couple of weeks before deer season starts. And I want to get this thing done. So the idea is to basically build a small box up there that you could put 2 people in. That's 4 foot wide, so that I can take a grandson, or my son-in-laws can take, their children, daughter or son, with them, and have a place to be up off the ground, out of the way of direct line of sight, because little kids don't exactly stay still. But I don't know how it's going to come out, but I'm going to show y'all little tidbits along the way. All right, the most difficult part is done. I got the 3 floor joists, technically, out to the front. It's 2 foot on center, which is fine. I'll come back and add some in the middle if I need to, but right now that's what it's going to get. And I got the front, forget what that board's called, but the front board on, back board's screwed to the tree. And I'm kind of going overboard with the screws. I'm putting 4 in each joint, and I put 6 in the tree. 6 or 8, I can't remember, I think 6. So now it's to measure from out here to the tree to get the platform stabilized back to the tree and level. And once I get that done, the platform's level, then I can work on supports. They're actually going to come from here up to the tree on each side, in some form or fashion, to help with the sag. So the bottom will support it and the top will support it, and hopefully it'll be nice and solid and not move. But I'm not worried about the lumber giving. I just want to make sure it's attached to that tree really well. So we'll see. I got to let my ladder down and get over there, and I had to use a little A-frame to do the front board. It is what it is, standing on the top and almost tiptoeing, but it's working. And that's a 6 foot ladder. It's not great for that height. Anywho, it got the job done. Let me get back to work. Okay guys, so I've got the floor joist system together. I'm trying to figure out how I can get it level before I attach it to the tree. Now y'all see, I took my machete and scraped the bark off that spot of the tree where I need to screw to it. That way I'm not screwing into the bark, which is weak. And I'm screwing, and that's the same thing I did with the last one. That's why there's a little flat spot up there. The tree will heal right there. But I've got to, and I'm using an old 4x4, but I've got to get the deck level before I attach it to the tree. And it needs to go up 3 or 4 inches on this outside edge. So, with that being said, I'm going to use one of these 2x6s I've got, these 16 footers. And you see it ain't much taller than the stand. But I'm gonna get up on the ladder and try to pick up on the front edge of the framing. And once I get it pretty close to level, I'm gonna put a screw through the 2x6 into the decking so it'll hold it in place. And then I'm gonna come down the ladder and try to screw that 4x4 to it so it'll hold it up there. And once I get it level, the worst part's over with. So we'll see how I do. Maybe I won't die. My middle daughter said she's gonna swing by. We'll see how that works out. Well, there's always a way. Just about knocked myself out. Y'all see that level laying on the ground? That's a pretty heavy little 2-foot level when it drops from up there. Man, I didn't think about that thing being on that center beam so I could get it level. And I was screwing the 4x4 to the tree. And that son was going to come down and laid right across my head. Oh my goodness. I thought it knocked me out, y'all. That's a pretty good drop. Let's see if I can back up enough to get it all in the... Yeah, I'm 30 plus feet away. Yep. I got a pretty good goose egg up there right now. Whew, make my head look like an egg head. That's all right, I'm still breathing. All right, so what I did, I screwed the board to it and I tried to pick up. I wasn't strong enough to pick it up exactly the level like I wanted, so tried sliding it in some as I did that, and the ground, of course, you know, was not slick. So I ended up bringing it way out, put the little 1x3, scrap 1x3 under it, with it slid out to this end, and as I slid it in, it pushed up on the front of the deck, and I got it level. So then I was screwing it to the tree. Now I got to go up there and finish screwing it to the deck, and more screws to the tree to make it more secure, but the platform is level. But I think my daughter will be here in about 5-10 minutes. I'll get her to look at my goose egg for me, and we'll keep going. I hope I'm not bleeding. It knocked the fire out of me, y'all. Whoo! A stupid mistake. I shouldn't have left it up there. Nobody's fault but mine. But I got that deck level. Alright, guys. I got it screwed to the tree. Got it on the post screwed. That thing is solid. Now, I know it will wobble a little bit side to side. I plan on putting 2 more legs on it from the outside corners back to the tree. And then doing the same thing up above it, similar. So, hopefully, that'll work. Get it nice and solid so it doesn't shake. Of course, unless the tree blows, which that's a big oak tree, so I don't know. But anywho, it's level from the tree out. It's not leaning away or toward the tree. So I got the worst part done. Now I need 2x4s because I'm gonna frame up for the top of the wall that's going around it, and then frame up for the roof that's going to go above it. So it's going to take quite a few more 2x4s, but we're getting there. I'll be ready before deer season. Well, I'll be ready by the end of the time y'all see the end of this video. Woohoo! Let's see.
That makes it more brighter.
Yep.
What kind of tree is this?
Long way from here down. Alright guys, my oldest daughter's husband, they all came out today and he helped me get this ladder built. It's 12 foot, 1 foot apart. We angled the steps so it's nice and solid and easy to go up. We got the 4 corners up and we got the roof on, and we got boards over the front. Now I still got to add one above toward the roof part on the front where there'll be a 12-inch gap to shoot through out the front. And we got this side partially done. So I still got to do the back, both sides of the tree, finish the front, top and finish the side top and then finish the entrance side. We decided we're going to hinge that side so it'll open up, because we want to be able to put a little heater in there or something when we do have those 20-degree days and nights for hunting. And that'll keep us dry, and that'll keep us warm, and we'll be able to take our, you know, my grandkids will be able to go. My middle daughter's husband, both of them take two of their girls with them hunting. The two oldest, which are still young. But then this middle daughter is planning on taking his oldest son with him. He's 9, so anyway, it is solid. It's attached to the tree in several places. It doesn't give. Had me and him both up there, which is, you know, I'm 190. He's right around the 200 mark, so easily 400 pounds of us being up there. And it's pretty solid. Now, from the ground to the deck inside is right at 12 feet, about 11 and a half. And then it's 6 foot tall inside. So I'm going to pause this and I'm going to go up there and get y'all a view from outside. All right, so here's the inside. I'm standing on the ladder. So we've got a bench here, 2x6, 2x4 depth. So it's actually going to be comfortable once we close this back in here all the way across. And I can stand up inside. So actually came out pretty good. Now, let me move my cigarette so the smoke will quit messing up my shot, but I'm going to zoom into 3. Right directly on the other side of that biggest tree in the middle of the screen is where the feeder is, about another 25 yards or so. That's 3 times normal. How the smoke follows that camera, I don't know. But anywho, he ended up bringing the chainsaw and cut some smaller trees down where the canopy of the tree was in the way of the shot from being up this high. So we still got a little bit more clearing to do on that side. So I want to take out that cedar tree that's right here. And that little oak right there, I don't think is healthy. I think it's dying, so it may push it over too. But either way, that's going to open up the shot that way. As you can see through, move my hand, all the way up through the trail I've got through there. And you can see all the way back there. And that is pretty close, between 80, 90 yards more than likely. And for a wooded area, you know, 90 yards is a pretty good shot. So, and we can see, if you look over toward the training room, classroom on the range, and the berm back there, if I zoom in, you can see the part of the berm. So that is about 90 yards. And we have deer come through the way we walked in, this way. And they walk all through the front. They go all up through the woods there. So there's a feeder right there. You see a little white pipe. And they were filled up. And then the other one's up yonder behind that big tree. But I think it's done good. This thing does not shake at all. No matter what I do, move, bounce, jump, side to side, it don't move. I've got it lagged into the tree pretty doggone good. And like I say, I can stand up here. And if we're sitting on the bench that we built, I'm sitting on the bench now. So right where the camera is would be where my rifle or his rifle would be. And we've got a full view of the property back here on this side anyway. We can't see the other side very well, but you know, they come this way toward the feeders anyhow. So either I'm not done with it. I'm planning on finishing this thing this week. Get the siding finished, or we're going to try to finish it this week. Get the siding finished, and he's going to bring some spray foam and seal up what little cracks there are, like where the OSB meets. There's a little crack right there. So we're going to try to do that to where it's going to hold the heat in better. And I'm going to work on it a little bit during the week when I get a chance. And hopefully this thing will get us at least 5 or 6 deer this year. That's the goal anyway. And normally, on an average year, we kill about 6 or 7 from back here. So if we can get 5 or 6 from back here this year, I'll be happy with it. But I'm expecting to get more than that. We'll just see how many hunters come around me. So, all right, I'm going to get off here. Guys, I've got to put all this video together for you. And it's going to take me a while to edit it. So, y'all can't see, but I laid that cigarette 3 feet away. But either way, I appreciate y'all watching. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe and hit the thumbs up if you enjoy the content. All us small channels really do appreciate it. Y'all remember what I always tell you. Jesus Christ loves you, and so do I. Y'all be safe. Be prepared.